The weekend. I hope it was well. If you were like me, you might have gone to a fair, a county fair, which is not typically known for the best food. I committed the sin of getting some deep fried garlic fries. I thought to myself, garlic is good for you, and it's probably done, very light, maybe it's a flash fry. There's not a whole lot for me to eat in those places, being a vegetarian, but wrong. And so I was faced with a container full of extremely soggy, grease-laden, expensive garlic fries. So, I kind of soldiered through about half of it and said, ugh, I couldn't do any more. And that night I slept like I had eaten a rock. It was very, very hard for me to get up the next morning. I had planned to get up bright and early and do a beach cleanup, be out there on the beach at 8 a.m. because we know there's a lot of trash that people throw on the beaches on July 4th. So I wanted to, pitch in. But that didn't happen because when I opened my eyes, it was well past 8 a.m. Oops, missed that. So the moral of the story is that it's really hard for your digestive system and your liver to process this type of stuff. And for someone like me that rarely, indulges in such things, it really threw me a curveball. Honestly, I don't know how people function. I don't know how they get up in the morning because people are eating food like this on a daily basis, along with sodas and, bagels. I think most people are accustomed to feeling lousy. They think that that's normal. Let me see if I can get a little bit better light here. There you go. You can see that beautiful flowering bush right behind me. So I just wanted to make this video today. It's titled Herbs, Detox, and Special Offers because today it is, July 6th? And that means that July 14th is not far away. What's happening July 14th? That is the end of the free bottle of Hepasil Detox that I'm giving away in partnership with USANA Health Sciences. Now, I want to say that I advocate for herbal formulas, and I'm going to talk about an herbal formula discount offer in a moment. But things are only as good if you use them. You have to be practical. And I've noticed that when people begin on their journey and they begin on their pathway to taking better care of themselves, to loving themselves, to honoring their temple, gradually there's a change, and over time it becomes easier and people actually start looking forward to doing things like maybe deeper cleanses and something as simple as eating more green vegetables. But in the beginning, because most Americans have been eating so poorly for so long, so much processed food, which shows in the statistics. The incidence of colorectal cancer in this country is crazy. People are dying from that. People are dying essentially of constipation because their bodies are, reabsorbing the toxins that the colon cannot move out. So, what to speak of the liver, then the liver is kind of stuck with all that. So it's a heavy burden to bear. So that's why I am promoting, pushing, suggesting that you go to akayani.usana.com and you order a health pack, either as a retail customer or as a preferred customer. You just add that to your auto order. You can always change up your auto order. It doesn't have to be the same thing every time. And automatically you will get a free bottle of Hepasil Detox. Now, on my Facebook page, A Living Connection with yours truly, I posted a couple of great articles last week about the importance of detoxification and how the liver does its job. It does it in different phases, phase 1 and phase 2. It's nothing short of fascinating. That comes to you courtesy of Ask the Scientist, because we believe in science over here. I don't like to just say things. I like to provide you with some kind of backup, for what I'm talking about. So be sure to do that. Also, if you become a preferred customer, or when you become a preferred customer, you're going to enjoy an automatic 10% discount on your first order, and then an additional 5% on your next 2 orders for your first 3 months of auto order. That's to get you started, to get you on the path, and get you to stick to it. We figure a financial incentive is not a bad one, especially these days with our non-healthcare system being what it is. You've got to take care of your temple. Don't expect someone else to do it for you. It doesn't end well, does it? Now, moving on to herbal formulas. And what I mean by that is like powders and tinctures. I don't want to give you the impression that the Hepazole Detox is not made from organic, non-GMO sources. It is, but it's in tablet form because not everyone has the patience or the desire or the taste or the courage to do something a little bit more raw, like Dr. Schultz, like Dr. Schultz's American Botanical Pharmacy. So I'm here to announce on this channel, I've already made the announcement on my grandfather Bernando LaPallo's channel, that I have formed an affiliation, a partnership with the American Botanical Pharmacy. Dr. Schultz's products were Grandpa's #1 products because his stuff is effective, it's pure, it's organic, it's well crafted, and he doesn't skimp on ingredients. So regardless of what you may have experienced in the health food store and brought it home, this stuff is going to knock your socks off because it's the real deal. It's very potent. It's the way God intended things to be for us. Now, first-time customers for American Botanical Pharmacy, for Dr. Schultz's products, that includes things like Superfood Plus, that comes in tablets and bars. There's a version for kids. There's a protein powder now also. But in addition to that, sorry for the shaking here, in addition to that, there's also a lot of things that you may find that you need for the summer. For example, you know, you're on that camping trip and someone gets a sting, trying to keep the bugs away. You're really not too into doing a chemical thing. So there's a bug block stick, and there is also a cold and flu 10-shot. There is something that you can put on your wounds. You know, you get that cut while you're camping, and you want something that's going to kind of stop the infection and help speed up the healing. In other words, there are so many wonderful tinctures and herbal products. There's antifungal products using jojoba and tea tree oil. So many things. Did I mention that there's Superfood Plus bars? Those are things that you can take on the go. You're doing those long drives and go to the gas station, and there's not a lot of choice. And for a lot of us, while we're traveling during the summer months, the gas station could be the only place of shopping, so-called civilization, for hundreds of miles. So stock up in your Westphalia van or your cooler and bring this stuff with you so you don't get sick while you're on holiday. So now to the offer. So at any rate, my grandfather was a big fan of herbs. His dad was an herbologist. In the old days, they called that a root doctor. Back in Brazil, he learned from his ancestors, and it's very powerful and it's very potent. And there's a liver cleanse, kidney cleanse, bowel cleanse, there's so many things that you can do there. Of course, if you're going to do any detox program, whether it's with USANA Health Sciences or whether it's American Botanical Pharmacy, you want to make sure that you have a clean colon, that you're cleaning out your bowels. I just want to make that point. Okay? That's very important. Otherwise, you're not going to feel so great. So, your referral code is A as in apple, F as in fiber, L as in lettuce, 100. AFL 100. And this offer for American Botanical Pharmacy, it applies to the United States, Canada, most of Europe, with the exclusion of Austria, also down under Australia, sorry about that, Sweden, Denmark, let's see, Norway, Spain, the Ukraine, Mexico. There's a few countries in Africa also that this does not apply to at this time. Kenya, Nigeria, Swaziland, and also Peru and Brazil. But the rest of the world, you fans in the UK and everywhere, the sky's the limit. 15% discount off your first retail order. So, but what you need to do to activate that is that if you're in the US or Canada, you need to call the following number, the call center, 1-800-437-2362. That's 1-800-437-2362. That's a toll-free number. United States and Canada. If you are in Europe, you want to dial +1-310-821-2000. Again, if you're in Europe, you want to dial +1-310-821-2000. Now, as you may remember, in Grandfather's second book, Beyond 100, How to Live Well into Your Second Century, that he published right before his 112th birthday, and there's a print version that was published right before his 114th birthday, there is a recipe. There is a recipe on page 50 on how he made his superfood smoothie. This is something he did every single day. He also took a couple of shots of Echinacea Plus, and he did that from 1979, literally until the day he made his great transition. So for 35 years, he walked the walk and talked the talk. If you're curious to see what he looked like when he was 95, you can go on Bernando LaPallo, B-E-R-N-A-N-D-O, last name, capital L-A-P-A-L-L-O, on Facebook. I just posted a picture today. If you don't think keeping your liver and your colon clean is important, I think you're going to like what you see. So, can't think of anything else right now. Again, take advantage of these offers. This is an easy way to get you started. Look at superfoodplus.com. There's some great videos there that Dr. Schultz has created for you to understand how your body works, what it can digest and what it really can't. You can also look at herbdoc.com. And also, I have posted everything and tried to consolidate most of this information in one place at agelesslivemorestore.com on the blog. That is a dedicated blog dedicated to the supercentenarian man, Bernando LaPallo's legacy of health and wellness. So there is a blog post there called Special Offer under the category of Special Offer, 15% discount. Okay, phew, that was a lot of information. Okay, so I hope you enjoy your weekend, and that's it. Now, oh, here we go. Bye-bye now. Happy summer. Be well. Take care.